Good morning, book besties and author besties. Today we're going to do a marketing day in my life. So this is how I market myself as an indie author. I've had a lot of people request this video. I did some little advice in a previous video about becoming an indie author and my journey. Go watch that video. I figured I would start getting into the nitty-gritty topics about being an indie author, and so this video is going to be about how I market myself every day. It is no easy feat. It is very difficult, and sometimes I just question why I chose this career path like most of us do. But at the end of the day, I am so happy this is my life and I wouldn't want to be doing anything else. So usually when I wake up, depending on what time I wake up, I post right away. I haven't posted yet because I woke up today earlier than usual. It's 8:30. I am going to start posting on Instagram, my main post for the day, and I have an app called Feed Preview. This is what it looks like, that little icon there. No, I don't have Pro. I don't pay for any marketing. Keep that noted. And then I plan out my feed. So this is the last thing I posted right here. So that means the next thing I'm going to be posting is this right here. So that's going to be either a feed post or a reel, whatever of my choosing. I'm deciding that I'm gonna go with a reel. Reels do a lot better. There's nothing that I really need to like say about this post right now. It just was kind of like an in-feed pic to kind of like match the whole aesthetic right now. I'm gonna go ahead and post that on Instagram. Once I do that, I'm going to post on TikTok. Before I hit post on my TikTok, which I do already have some things ready to go for me, so let's just post on TikTok first together so you guys can see what I'll do. So I'm gonna click on this post. It's already ready. And I already have the caption ready too, because I normally like to get ahead of the game. Before I hit post, I'm going to hit select all for the caption and copy. Then I'm gonna hit post, because then we're gonna move over to YouTube, and on YouTube Shorts, I'm going to post the same video, because I post the same thing that I do on TikTok at the same time every 3 hours, and then I don't have to rewrite the caption. Time management. So clicking post on TikTok, once that saves and posts, going over to YouTube, pasting in that caption. Then we're gonna go over to Instagram, write a new caption because it's a different post, if that makes sense. So unless I was using the same post, then obviously that would make the most sense. Posted. Now I'm going to YouTube and I'm going to hit YouTube Shorts, so just at the bottom. Now I'm adding that video that just posted, hitting done, next, pasting in that caption. Now it is too many characters for YouTube. YouTube has shorter characters, but all I do is just delete stuff, because at least I didn't have to like retype anything or come up with more hashtag ideas. I just delete things. So there we go. I got that done. Make sure my comments are turned on. I haven't figured this out yet, but for some reason on all my videos, my comments are automatically off. So make sure yours are on, because that's how you'll get the most engagement. And then I'm clicking upload. So now that's gonna do its thing. And then I head over to Instagram, and that's where I'm gonna post a reel. I'm gonna post a different reel, different hashtags. Usually my reels on Instagram have already been posted on TikTok. So I'll go to that TikTok post, look at the hashtags I used in the caption, and use the exact same one. So there, my short posted. Now I'm done for the next 3 hours on TikTok and YouTube. It was that quick. Now, like I said, we're going to Instagram. I'm hitting plus, reel. I think I'm gonna do this reel instead. I had a reel that is about to hit 20 million views. So once something like that happens, which is not common, but when something blows up, even if it's 12,000 views, whatever, you want to be using the same sound, the same hashtags, everything the same, because if it worked once, it's going to work again. So, and that is a fact, because I did do that again, and that reel that was duplicated, I think is at like 600,000 views right now. So that just goes to show you. So look, I've got, let me add, okay, and then I always change the cover photo to whatever it is that matches my feed. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, as self-absorbed, or whatever the proper word is, as self-absorbed as this sounds, people care about the looks of your page and they will judge you off of it. And if you don't have a pretty page, someone might not follow you. It goes just as easy as that. So look, I've copied the same caption from the video that went viral and the same hashtags, and then I put my own cover photo. And it's a similar video. It's not the exact same, but it's similar, and it has like the same appeal. Now clicking share. Now I'm done for the next 3 hours. So I am going to work at Barnes & Noble today. Let's head over to Barnes and I will continue showing you guys my marketing and pretty much what I do for that. See you guys there. Okay, I've now made it to Barnes, so let's go inside and work.
Okay, let's go.
Okay guys, this is my first time filming in public. I'm kind of nervous. So hopefully you guys can hear me good. So since I posted everything and we've let it sit for about 40-ish minutes, I go on social media, on Instagram, TikTok, and I look to see if I have any comments. If I do have comments, I make sure to reply to every single one because that is how my post is going to keep engaging. It's really good to also ask questions back. The other point of replying is hopefully you can get them to follow you, because if you see that you're engaging, then they're going to be like, oh, I want to follow this person who's engaging with me. Social media is basically just one big networking area, and so if you can engage with someone, do it. So looking at my post on Instagram, I have no comments so far. Let's go to TikTok. I had one comment and it was my dad. So I replied to him. He just comments emojis all the time, so I just comment back with emojis, but that's still getting like engagement on my post. And then let's go to YouTube. So I do have some comments, but I don't have any comments for my new post. But look, oh my gosh. So I have 3 comments about what this book is, and it's my book. So I'm super excited to reply back to all these because that was a very successful video. It was a video an influencer made for me. She allowed me to repost it like under my own name. So I reposted it and I said like she made the video for me, and it was like a little teaser of some book lines. So that was really awesome that all these people commented that. Now I'm gonna reply to them and tell them that it's my book so they can buy it. And then I always say the link is in my bio. So if they want to purchase it or check it out, the link is in my bio. It's the easiest way to find me because I am not a famous author. I cannot be just like searched up. At least like on my end, I haven't been able to find myself that easily. So the easiest way is link in bio. Make things easy for people. I am going to now reply to these people and I'll be right back. Okay, so I replied back to those comments and then I will keep replying back to other comments that I get. But anyways, I made you guys a little list of little tips I have. This is just what came like to the top of my head. Hopefully this is like a pretty good amount. If I think of anything else, I'll try and say it later in the video. But welcome to my TED Talk. Let's talk about tips. Okay. I tried to do some that are not as commonly said. I do know some of these are common, but I did include some that are not. Okay. First things first, make videos where your audience can engage. What do I mean by that? Here's an example video. In this example video, I'm asking people to give me a weird quirk or something that they have that's weird about them for a character. In this video, I'm asking people to give me a new word to use in my writing for the day. Those 2 videos get so many people to comment different things, and that brings more engagement to my feed and some followers even. So those people will comment vocabulary words or weird quirks about them. There are more different engaging videos that you can include, but those are 2 that like I have repeated twice now, I believe, and I've noticed them to be very good with engagement. 2, reply to as many comments as possible. I just went over that, so we won't continue, but don't forget that. 3, create content 2 times a week if you want. I tend to not have really any days where I plan content, but when I do make content for a day, I tend to make a lot at once because then I just use it for the next 2, 3, 4 days or however long as I can. It depends. If I have like a lot of inspo videos saved, then I know what I'm gonna make. I like to make a lot of memes, like lip singing videos to like different memes that I know like other people don't like to show their face, so it's up to you. I noticed that showing my face has worked a lot for me, and it's just easier for me to film that way than creating like so many different videos. But that does not end there for you if you do not want to show your face. You definitely can make so many videos if you want to have a faceless social media. Just look up inspo videos of people who have faceless social medias and just copy them. That brings me to my next thing. Don't make it harder than it needs to be. Recycle posts. You can recycle people's posts. They don't mind usually if you message people, but you don't even have to do that. You can give them credit, or you don't have to, because they most likely didn't come up with that trend on their own. A lot of people take other people's recycled posts, so don't be afraid to recycle people's posts. Next, follow trends immediately. I tend to save a trend that's happening, and then I just leave it there in my saved on TikTok, and then I'm like, well, that trend's over. Like, I didn't get my use out of it. But then when I do follow it immediately, I notice that I have such great traction with that video. So I'm like, why don't I do this more often? I don't know. It's one of my weaknesses, I guess. But try and follow the trends as quickly as you can. Next, stay consistent. This is a common one that's said, as well as the following trends. But it is important to stay consistent. I will tell you right now that I follow a schedule. I post every 3 hours on TikTok and on YouTube because I'm posting the same thing. And then on Instagram, I'm posting once, maybe twice a day. It depends on my days or what I have to post, but usually once, maybe twice. Next, this is an important one that a lot of people don't talk about. Always be kind. You're representing yourself as an author, as a brand. Make sure you're always being kind on social media. You do not want anything to come back to you. I've seen celebrities have so many things come back to them. Just learn from their mistakes. Like, you do not want anything to come back to you. And for someone to not want to read your work or read any of your future work or even refer you because of the way you spoke to someone on social media. Work at this with the mentality that there is no plan B. A lot of people ask me, like, how do you stay so consistent? How do you keep up with it? Well, I'm lucky that I have my family who supports me, but that could not be the case. I could be solely doing this and needing to make ends meet, which I know is the case for a lot of you. So work at this with that mentality that you have to do this in order to make money. And then lastly, my last tip for you guys is to do giveaways. I did a giveaway at 500 followers, then I did 1,000 and 2,000. Those giveaways have gotten me tons of new followers, tons of new readers, because the people that read the books, then they refer you to more people. How much does your book cost to make? $5, $6, maybe at the most $10. That's not a lot for a giveaway. And then shipping is like $5. Don't forget, if you ship anything, that book rate is a thing when you go to the post office. Don't forget about that. Yeah, those are my tips for you guys that I just kind of jotted down. I hope this helps. But I'm gonna go back into the rest of my marketing day. So in the next 2 hours, I'll come back to you guys when we're ready for our next post, and I will remember to screen record my screen this time. Okay, besties, it has been 3 hours. I'm going to screen record my phone this time. So pretty much now what I'm gonna do is the same thing as last time. I'm gonna post on TikTok. So I'm going to my drafts, and then I'm picking a post that I already have ready. So this one is a bookish quote that broke me. So here's the thing. This one is a photo. I'm gonna hit post. Well, I'm gonna actually take these hashtags just so I don't have to reuse hashtags. And I'm gonna post. But now I don't have a video to post on YouTube because these were photos. So I have only been posting on YouTube for, I don't know, the last like month and a half now. So what I'm gonna do is just go to like a really old video, just like scroll until I find like a really old video that I think I probably haven't used, and use that. I copied the hashtags because I figured I could use them, you know? All right, let's see what I've got in here. Okay, perfect. So I found a video that's going to work. Let's write some new hashtags. Also, I'm still sticking to like the whole 5 hashtag deal because on TikTok and Instagram you can only do 5 hashtags now. So I feel like it's probably for a reason. I'm just gonna stick with that on YouTube and then I'm gonna post that. Also, keep in mind not everything is going to blow up. Like the video I posted this morning on YouTube only got 4 views, but the ones before that 950, before that 855. It's definitely a hit or miss. Now that that's uploaded, that's it, because I'm not gonna post on Instagram today. Actually, again, I was going to originally, but one of my influencers asked to collaborate with me on a post. Like they just posted something really cute. I'll show it here. And so I was like, I'm not gonna post anything because that post is already going on my feed, and so people are gonna see it. So I also changed my previous cover on my reel, changed the cover so that now like my feed looks a little bit more cohesive. It's not like amazing right now like what I'd want it to be, but it does look a lot better because before it did not match with what I had. Anyways guys, so that's what I do once I hit that 3-hour mark. Now we have another 3 hours. I think what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna look through my inspo and I'm going to see if there's anything I can make right now because I'm here. I have a different background. I look messy, but like my hair is done. I'm a little put together today. So I'm going to create some content because then this content will last me for a while. One more thing I forgot to say is when you post on TikTok, TikTok says like you want to stay on and engage. I do it half the time, I'd say. The first thing I always do is I post to my story the video that I posted. And I do that because TikTok wants you to use like all of their buttons. So I post it to my story and then I just look through like my friends or my For You page and I just like some of their stuff, sometimes comment on their things because then it just like shows like I'm engaging and to like bring my post up. The influencer that asked to collaborate with me on Instagram, she also posted the same thing on TikTok. So now I'm liking it, I'm reposting it, I'm commenting on it. That's the important thing too. Like everything these influencers are doing for you, you should be super grateful. So make sure like you are reposting their thing, you are blowing it up because then it's helping you. I'm also adding this stuff to my story. I'm going to also send this to my dad because he loves looking at everything that they post. So yeah, that's pretty much that. So here in TikTok, I have a little collection called Book Talk, and that is stuff I have saved that I would like to recreate, my recycled stuff. So that is something really good to have just to stay organized. I'm a huge organizer, so definitely you can always go back and refer to that. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna make a little bit of content. Productive writing day. I am so happy about it. I hit 50,000 words in my 5th book in my new series. I'm literally just so happy. So I probably have like 35,000 words left to go. I mean, that's like my goal, but if it ends sooner than it does, I'm literally mind blown right now. Anyways, back to the marketing. So it's still only been 2 hours since I last posted on TikTok and YouTube. I'm gonna wrap things up and head home. I've had a really productive day. Once I get home, it'll be time for me to post again. So I'll see you guys there. Other than that, all I have done was email some influencers asking if they were interested in reading my book in exchange for a post. I do this because I'm still so new. It's not about making money right now. It's about getting my name out there. So I email these influencers and I find them because I just go on Book Talk and they all have their email in their bio. If they don't, obviously I can't message them. And I send them like the same generic email to everyone. This way it's not like me being repetitive or anything. It's just something I can easily like copy and paste. And then I have them fill out a form. This way they can put like their Kindle email and I can send them the ebook. So all of this is free. It just takes a lot of time, consistency, and commitment. That's pretty much what I was doing besides writing. And I did make a couple of Canva posts. I'll show them here. I do this all on Canva. The one thing I have paid for promotional wise has been Canva Pro, and it is the best thing I spent my money on, I will tell you. I am pretty creative, I'd say. At first I wasn't so much so, but once I got the hang of Canva, I feel like I've been pretty creative on there. That's where I make all of my marketing posts besides my videos. I just do like my in-feed photos and announcements for Instagram on there. I will get back to you when I'm home and get ready to post our next little thing on TikTok. Okay guys, I'm back home and I'm sorry, but I didn't show you guys that I posted because I got home and I was so hungry, so I had to eat. But anyways, I posted a video. This is like something that I had filmed there, so it was perfect. I just literally copied the same hashtags and I took like the text that was on the video inspo that I used, and basically all I did was change it to be my book. So the inspo I used was from my friend Charlotte Brady. You need to lower your standards, meanwhile Kai. So this is like my inspo video. Well, I did the same thing. You need to lower your standards, meanwhile Derek. It's just like kind of knowing how to rework things so that you can promote your book, but to like things that are trendy, things that are happening. So it's very doable. But anyways, I hope this helps. I'll come back later once I'm going to post at the end. But that's pretty much all I do in my day because I told you guys some tips. I showed you guys what I do. And I showed you like a little behind the scenes filming. And that's going to last me for the next like 3 to 4 days. So I don't really need to do anything until then. But if there's a day where I look good, I have some downtime, and I'm able to record a little bit, or maybe I find like a lot of inspo. Usually like if an author pops on my page, I'll just do a little stalking, see if I like her style. Then yeah. And also remember, here's something else, like another rule to follow. If a video that you're copying has 300 views, don't use the same hashtags. It obviously didn't do well for them. But I wouldn't even recommend using that video because I would recommend using videos that have like 8,000 views or more, because then you know like it worked for them. Maybe try those hashtags. So anyways, that's a little bit of advice. But I will come back and tell you guys when I post my last couple times for the day. Okay, Bestie, sorry I look like a crazy person. Bone. Okay, that's pretty much a day in my life with marketing. I was gonna show you guys me posting like the next 2 times because I posted once after I left you guys last, and then I still have one more time I'm gonna post in 2 hours. And I was like, that's so boring, like you guys already saw what I do. There's no reason to replicate that. So anyways, yeah, that's a day in my life as a self-marketing indie author. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope this video was helpful. Let me know in the comments what else you want to see from me as an indie author, as a reader, whatever you like. Write those tips down, keep them in mind. Can we all for a second appreciate my light? Because look at this without it. Boyfriend hooked me up with the whole YouTuber setup. Anyways, I love you guys so much. I hope you have the best day. Bye, book besties.